Capricorn, what's up? This is a very interesting, unique connection because this has to do with some type of person that you're working with, or a workplace romance, someone that you used to work with. There's a theme about work and finance and money related to this hidden truth tarot message related to love. So if that's not what you're working through, that does not sound like something that is in your connection, this might not be your reading. Also, this reading is about someone that is a part of my Capricorn family that's working through heartbreak right now. So also, if that's not what you're working through right now, don't even waste your time. I want you to have a good day. If your relationship is happy, loving, and harmonious, and you all are just rolling, this is likely not your reading. Okay, Capricorn, welcome back. I have a placement out here for the connection, and I have a placement out here for you in the connection, and then I have a placement out here for the person that you are dealing with. So I'm going to start with the vibe of what this connection is at this time. So the first card out is unexpected connection, and it says opposites attract. It feels like this person that you are dealing with, or whoever's on your mind and your heart, because you might be separated right now, this was not someone that you were expecting to like. This is not someone, it could have been someone that you've looked past and through plenty of times. And then when you all had the opportunity to connect and talk to each other, you found out that you had something in common. Workplace romance out here was the second card. Common cause connection. So again, as I said earlier, it could be that you literally work together and have been working together for some time. It also could be that you all have some kind of business ventures together. What is getting in the way of this connection probably has had something to do with some type of connection that you have related to work, some type of coalition, caucus. I don't know why those words are popping in, but some type of mission together related to legacy, money. And it could be that that is a part of what has been getting in the way of this connection, that you all are working together on this, but it hasn't been working out the way that maybe you, Capricorn, or you and this other person had expected. You all have this psychic connection thing with the two of you, though. Your communication goes beyond mere words, and that has been what has made this connection so beautiful. Now, I don't see that you all are completely done, okay? For some of you, it could be, right? Free will, divine choice, okay? But there's something about this connection where it feels like you're going through a hard time right now, okay? And it feels like the thing that's creating the challenge for the both of you, Capricorn, it is related to security, money, stability, finances in some way, or someone's job, and maybe the people at the job, or you're working on some type of entrepreneurial project together, some type of business together, and it's the people around that I feel is kind of having an interesting role that they're playing in this connection between you and this person. Okay, so more cards for the vibe of this connection. The Five of Pentacles out here, that's what gives me the vibe that you all are going through a hard time, and it could be related to money. Now, in tarot and love readings, the Five of Pentacles could be related to money, obviously, and finances and fortune and things like that. But sometimes when the Five of Pentacles flies out in a love reading, it also is as an indicator that the couple is challenged right now. It feels like a time of vulnerability, not really clear what's happening here. And I also see here that the Tower popped out too. I'll share with you more about what that is in just a moment. But this feels like just a hard season in this connection, like your connection is being tested right now for sure. Then there is the Six of Swords that popped out in reverse. So this kind of feels like stalemate, not completely moving on and staying still. You're not regressing, but you're just in this place where it's hard to know what to do from here. We're having a hard time and we're feeling a little bit stuck. But then you have another interesting energy out here, which is the Sun, as well as the Ace of Swords here, which feels like there has been some clarity about something though. So if there has been something or someone kind of getting in the way of this connection, or if there was some hidden background information happening, it feels like you, Capricorn, it has become revealed to you the source of what this challenge has been. More cards that popped out. The Temperance card here, I shared with you. The Tower popped out in this connection as well. The Seven of Cups, as well as the Star card in reverse. So this feels like a very kind of like stagnant, challenged energy where it's hard to know how this relationship can be restored. It's like right now, Capricorn, I would imagine you feel like, I don't know exactly when did this start spiraling out of control so fast, and I don't know what to do to get it back on track. And if you're not talking to this person right now, it feels like, because I see the Hermit on your end, it feels like you're trying to spend a little bit of time going within, maybe cooling off, getting a little bit of certainty and clarity before you get back in there again. But right now, it just feels like the Tower has fallen. We're waiting for the Star to come out, and maybe it is a little bit, maybe there's a little bit of reprieve after this Tower, but not quite there. It still feels like this connection is going through a challenging time, and possibly related to the finances and related to money. I will say this though, Capricorn, I don't see any Seven of Swords energy out here, which is good. It's not like anybody's trying to lie, or, you know, I don't see the Magician out here either, which is good in love readings for me as a reader. Okay. So then I go on over to you, and I want to get an idea of what's happening in terms of your heart. What's happening in your heart? How are you feeling about this connection? The first card out, it says, I love you. So Cross Watcher, Capricorn loves you. Despite all of what's happening here and what has happened, Capricorn genuinely loves you. And that is important to know right here, because Capricorn, you have been taking a beat for yourself. I feel that, like, in maybe physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, all of those, you're kind of taking some time and you've withdrawn a bit. And so Cross Watcher, if you're viewing this, it doesn't feel like it's for any other reason. It's not because they're trying to be with someone else or trying to be sneaky boots. It's not that. It just feels like it's really about trying to preserve and to heal something right now. I will wait for a sign from you popped out on your side as well. I look for you everywhere. For those of you who are disconnected, it's time for me to heal now. So this Star card that popped out for the connection in reverse, Capricorn, I really feel like it's for you. You're really wanting to, and the Hermit being here, you're really wanting to heal and kind of reground and get to a place where you can re-grab the ropes of your life and get back into control, get back into the front seat of your life and your experience right now. So more cards that popped out in terms of the tarot. You have the Page of Pentacles. Now this is an offer. This is good news about a new job, you know, glowing and growing up in a position that you're in, a new investment coming through, communication about money, something that can be a strong, solid opportunity that can grow down the line. This is a very interesting card that's showing up on your end, because beneath the person that you're dealing with's deck, it's beneath their deck. It didn't fly out. Once I finished getting their cards out, I flipped the cards, and that was the card that's on the bottom. So there's some interesting mirroring here related to money, finances. And so I'm not sure if maybe something related to you and this person having a financial hard time. Maybe you're having to leave the business. Maybe you've had to leave the job because you're trying to grow something. You're trying to grow something very important, or this person is. And something about that, I just feel strongly, has been getting in the way, or is the issue in this connection right now. But this is that love card with the Seven of Cups here. You love this person. And as a matter of fact, some of what it means to rebuild and grow some money possibly in some way has been clouded or unclear, because you are so in love with this person. It feels like you were willing to sacrifice anything and everything for this connection, because you really do feel love here. Then the King of Swords popped out, and I confirmed that, and I got the Hermit out here. And it feels like for you to get your mind back right, Capricorn, for you to get back into the front seat of your life, you've been needing to get out of this energy. It seems like you've been needing to go and spend a little bit of time alone so that you can heal. Now, this is a very specific message that's a little bit different. For some of you, you're wondering what happened to the person that you're dealing with, and you're wanting clarity about where they went because you're feeling like the person that you were dealing with has ghosted. Okay, that's a very specific message for some of you. For others of you, like I said, Capricorn, it's you, where you're just trying to spend a little bit of time for yourself so that you can heal and you can think about what it is that you really want. You want to get out of this cloudy energy of not being able to see. Another very specific message, okay? This is not going to resonate with very many of you. There's something here related to kind of being under the influence, right? Because with all of these kind of sevens here, the Seven of Cups, sometimes it's being clouded, being not being able to see because there's some type of like addiction, drug abuse. There's something that's keeping someone beneath a veil. And so for someone here, it could be that there has been a financial issue, money lost because of someone's possible gambling addiction, maybe someone's drug addiction, or maybe something related to having some type of compulsive action or behavior that they have that has gotten in the way. Very specific message for just a couple of you, because that energy is here as well. Just a lot of someone not ever being sober of mind and heart to help make the relationship grow, or to keep certainty and clarity in the connection, and it having an impact on finances and money. So there is some heartbreak here on your end, Capricorn, with the Three of Swords. So for many of you, you're not communicating right now. You're not talking because you're just wanting to heal from this. It kind of feels like, you know, maybe there were some hard words, or you just became clear that you have to go after your life and you want to kind of get free of all of the love smoke that's in the air. And so Spirit wants you to keep focusing. Sorry, I have this stray piece of hair. It feels like it's a, you know, it's summertime. We got little mosquitoes and things, but it's my hair. Okay, back to you now. All right, so with this Three of Swords here in the Temperance card, it feels like Spirit wants you to know that over time, one of the things I can't stand is when people say time heals all wounds. That feels like such a dismissive thing when people say that to me. I know. But with these two cards out here, it kind of feels like allowing divine timing to take care of this. Okay? With these cards out here too, it kind of feels like, Capricorn, you're probably looking for the closure. Like, you know, is this fair? What has happened? Whatever the situation is. And Spirit is wanting you to know to keep focusing on self. And Spirit is going to do the rest. Okay, so Temperance here, that even ground. Do not let all of what's happening here get in the way of what it is that you're building and you're working on and you're healing in your life. And then we have the Eight of Wands here in reverse. And I clarified that with the Queen of Swords. So this just really feels like trying to get clear and recognizing that there's something that possibly has been getting in the way of your progression, of you moving forward here, and you're working through that. So that's what's happening with you. Beneath your deck, though, on your end is the Five of Swords. And so this feels like there has been some back and forth, some nasty words, maybe someone blaming you, maybe you blaming them, but not really getting to the bottom of what the issues really are in this connection. It's like some blame stuff that has possibly happened, okay, in this connection. So the person that is on your mind and on your heart, they have quite a few cards out here from the Hidden Truth Oracle. I don't react when people mention you. So this is a person that is not able, for whatever reason, to let themselves really feel what all that has happened here, for whatever reason. My life is not as together as it seems. This is so important here because there is a theme of money, business, finances together, workplace together. And Capricorn, I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to you, you're really wonderful about securing yourself, growing money, investing. When you are really clear-minded about that and you feel healthy and you feel good in your heart, you're really, really good about building structures in your life that last. You just really are. That's something that is kind of like a God gifting inherent with you and your sign when you know how to activate it. And so I could imagine that in some of your love connections, people who don't have it all together might feel like they have to show up pretending like they do, so that they can be able to get, allow you, so that you can be convinced that maybe they could be a counterpart for you. Okay, I'm not saying that that's what has happened, but with my life is not as together as it seems, it could have been that in this connection, what also made it fall apart is that they could not hide that they were still working through some things, that they were still challenged in some interesting ways. Just being near you is intoxicating. This person definitely feels the psychic connection. They definitely feel the connection, the fire between the two of you. They like you. They're into you too. I love you unconditionally was one of the cards beneath the deck. I hope that you can forgive me one day, whatever this is. I bury myself in work here, and then so many things remind me of you. So they have a lot of energy too. There's love here, for sure. You started off with I love you. Beneath the deck for them was I love you unconditionally. There's a lot of power here, but you all have been through some, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like you all have been through hell, and you've been trying to figure out how to get through it until one of you had to make a decision to say, okay, I'm going to remove myself for a moment because this is not healthy for either of us, and we're falling apart in our relationship, and now it's having an impact on our personal lives too. So some cards that popped out for them, it's very interesting right now. I don't know if this person has been in a place where they've had to protect the relationship. So for those of you where you are dating someone, or you're in love with someone, or you're married to someone, you all were together, there is a vibe of really being sure to like push away any kind of third party energy. Okay, I'm not sensing that third party romance is out here. I don't feel like that. But if there is like a flirtatious energy or a tempting energy, it feels like this person has put death to that, is trying to go into a new beginning, right? So it was the Three of Cups, and then I confirmed it with the Death card. And so 3 and 4, that's, the Three of Cups, and then the Death card is 4. So there's some movement here. This person is activating and trying to probably change some things around too. It feels like if you are working around people, or if you all have platonic friends that you share, they're trying to do something about not having them in their business. I don't know if maybe you all have the same friends, same family. Sometimes that the relationships can become enmeshed when you share friends and family now, right? You show up at Christmas because it's your stepmom, and your ex shows up too because they just love your ex too. I don't know if it's a situation like that or not. But it seems like this person is trying to put an end to those connections for whatever reason. Then the 10 of Pentacles pops out for them, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. So wherever this person is, they are definitely focused on going forward and growing their money, growing their finances. It feels like they're focused on a new opportunity to grow. It could be to grow in love. It could be to grow in finances. I'm not seeing love though. I don't feel like this person is like thinking about how to be in love with somebody. As a matter of fact, if there was some type of third party thing or somebody in someone's ear, it feels like this person's trying to like cut that out. They don't even want that around, because they are more so right now focused on, again, growing finances, growing money. Okay, whatever, if you all had a business together or you work together, they're still on the track of trying to carry this thing through to be successful if you all were working on something together. I'm super oily. I'm sorry. I hope that's not a distraction. Okay, just noticed I'm glistening like a little glazed donut. Okay. The Hierophant here was another card that popped out on the other person's end. And so the Hierophant is systems, structures, education, formal institutions, businesses, organizations, places that have organized structures to it. And then I confirmed that energy with the Three of, I was going to say Wands, but that's here too. The Three of Pentacles, as well as the Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. So this is the work. Okay, for those of you who work with someone, this is the place that you all are working at, or you go to school together, or you are in the same community, church community, whatever this institution is. And this is kind of the community, the people connected to that, and this person trying to protect themselves from that in some way. I don't know if it's because this person's trying to protect your love so that it can have its own room separate from this, or they're trying to protect themselves from the judgment, the questions, and everything that comes with this organization or this group that you all share. Like I said earlier, there is a 3 of Wands out here beneath their deck. Okay, well, actually, I take that back. This is beneath your main energies deck. I don't know if you remember back when I started off. I don't think I talked about this. This is Aries energy. This is moving forward energy. So there's something about this connection where, you know, it could be done, right? We get to make that decision, but it does feel like there is still some expectation here. Maybe the relationship is done, but you all did start some type of business plan together, and maybe you all still have to follow that through even though you're done. Maybe you're living in an apartment together and that contract is still where you all have to live together. It still feels like there's something happening that's still carrying out, following through, even though there has been a tower and there's been struggle, and maybe you, Capricorn, you're feeling like moving on, okay? As I said earlier, beneath their deck is the Page of Pentacles. And so you have the Page of Pentacles on your end, the Page of Pentacles on their end. So there is some opportunity here, okay? Could be opportunity for you all to connect and get back together and work it out. It could just be also too in your separate lives, there's opportunities for you all to grow and expand, because these are the expecting good news card, getting the confirmation that the loan went through. This is getting a new contract signed. This is being promoted. These are what these kind of cards represent, and it's strong foundation too. So that is a really, really good sign, because both of you are manifesting that in some way. Love Cup, I hope that helps. I'm going to get some final messages out here. I'm going to go to the Archangel. Sometimes these messages are related to love, the Archangels, but I just feel like it's a wonderful way to just give any final word or confirmation to just kind of close it up for you and give you whatever it is that you might need, Capricorn. Thank you, God, Angel, Spirit Guides, for Capricorn, please. Final message for Capricorn. Okay, we have 2 out here. So unlikely popped out. I have this feeling that you know exactly what that's related to when it says unlikely, okay? So trust it, accept that. You are in your hermit right now. You are trying to get divine wisdom and clarity right now, and remove any type of fog. And so this actually might give you some clarity. And then the next card out here, the Archangel message, it says, use your imagination and you'll see the answer, okay? And then the prayer for that is, dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help. That is the prayer here for you. If you're interested in utilizing that, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. I wish you wellness wherever you are in the world. I trust your decision making, okay? I need you to know that I trust your decision making, and I trust that you have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye.